Listen, not to me, but to the silence behind these words. That silence is older than the first question that ever arose in a human mind. You have been told that life is a journey, a pilgrimage toward a distant goal, that there is something to be achieved, something to be conquered, something to become. And because of that belief, you have lived in tension, in striving, in perpetual postponement. But what if life is not a journey at all? What if life is a dance? What if there is nowhere to go, only to be? The river does not run to reach the ocean. It flows because flowing is its nature. The flower does not open to impress the bees. It opens because opening is its joy. And you, too, are not here to arrive anywhere. You are here to move, to sing, to breathe. Yet the human mind is always chasing horizons. It whispers, be someone, do something important, leave your mark. But existence leaves no marks. The wind passes over the sea and the sea forgets. The bird flies through the sky and the sky closes again. There is no trace, and that tracelessness is beauty itself. You see, the problem is not that life is difficult. The problem is that we take it too seriously. We have forgotten how to play. We have forgotten that the meaning of a song is not in its final note, that the purpose of a dance is not to reach the last step. Look at a child spinning in the sunlight. She is not dancing for reward, nor competing with anyone. She is simply joy moving. That is how the stars move. That is how the waves curl and break. That is how the wind hums through the bamboo. The whole existence is dancing except man. Man has become serious, serious about success, serious about morality, serious about the future. And seriousness is the heaviest stone on the heart. You are told, study so that you can pass the exam. Pass the exam so that you can get a good job. Work hard so that you can retire early. Retire so that you can finally rest. And by the time you are ready to rest, life is gone. You have been preparing to live and never lived. We are like readers rushing through a novel, flipping the pages to reach the last one, and then saying, is that all? Yes. That is all because the beauty was in the reading and you were too busy hurrying to notice. We are like people at a concert who stare at the sheet music, checking for errors, while the orchestra is playing all around them. The music was always there, but we were too anxious to hear it. So first, let this truth sink deep. Life is not a problem to be solved. Life is a mystery to be lived. Look at the trees. Do they look serious to you? Look at the clouds floating across the sky. Do they look as if they are hurrying towards some destination? Look at a cat chasing its tail, utterly absorbed, utterly useless, utterly divine. Existence is purposeless, and in that purposelessness, it is perfect. But our minds, trained in the marketplace, want reasons for everything. Why does the bird sing? We ask. And the scientist replies, to attract a mate. Why does the wave crash? To oxygenate the sea. Why does the star shine? To produce heat and light. But a deeper vision asks, why must everything have a purpose? Why can't the bird sing for the joy of singing? Why can't the wave break simply because that is it's dense. Why can't the star shine for the same reason a child laughs for no reason at all? The Taoists call this Wu Wei effortless action. It is not inaction, it is flowing action. It is doing without the fever of doing, moving without pushing the river. It is how water wears away rock, not through violence, but through patience. To the Western mind, purposelessness sounds like an insult, but to the awakened heart, it is the highest praise. The mountains do not strive, they are. The rivers do not scheme, they flow. The stars do not plan, they shine. Their beauty lies in their trust. And what is trust? It is the courage to let go. It is the art of throwing the ball and not running to catch it yourself. It is the faith that the universe knows what it is doing even when you do not. When you do not trust, you create control. You build fences, rules, systems, bureaucracies, so that nothing spontaneous can ever happen. You become efficient but not alive. The house is in perfect order, but the song is gone. And this is how we have built our world: all order, no freedom, all jail, no prisoner. We record every breath, but we have forgotten to breathe. You are afraid of looking foolish, afraid of making mistakes, so you build a mask, the serious face, the respectable role. You become the teacher, the doctor, the priest, the success. But the moment you believe your mask is your face, you are lost. Then life becomes a performance, and you must defend the act endlessly. And of course, you are tired because the actor has forgotten that it is only a play. When you see this clearly, something inside relaxes. You realize that nobody knows what is going on. Everyone is improvising, everyone is pretending to be sure. Even the wisest are playing the same game, only with better costumes. The moment you see through the act, a strange laughter arises in you, not cynical laughter, but laughter of liberation. You begin to laugh at your seriousness, and that laughter is prayer. You ask, but if I do not take life seriously, will I not become frivolous? No, frivolity is still of the mind. It is the mind mocking seriousness. Playfulness is of the heart. Playfulness is sacred. Look at the waves dancing in sunlight, they are not frivolous. Look at the stars, they are not silly. Their joy has depth, and their depth has joy. Life is not to be understood, it is to be joined. You are not a spectator in this cosmos, you are the dance itself, but you carry this heavy burden, the me. Who is this me? You say, I am a mother, I am a businessman, I am a seeker. But are you really these roles, or just playing them for a while? If you look deeply, this I begins to dissolve. You try to find it in the body, it is not there. In the mind, only thoughts, memories, shadows. The I is like a whirlpool in the river, visible, yet made only of water. You cannot take it out and hold it. It is the river itself moving in a pattern. So you are not the whirlpool, you are the river. You are not the wave, you are the ocean. You are not the dancer, you are the dance. Once this dawns, fear disappears. For who is there to protect? Who is there to defend? When the actor knows he is acting, he can play the role of a king with total conviction and still laugh when the curtain falls. But the moment he forgets, he becomes mad. That madness is what you call seriousness. The enlightened one plays his role beautifully, but never mistakes it for himself. He weeps when it is time to weep. He laughs when it is time to laugh. And when the scene ends, he bows and leaves the stage. This is freedom, not freedom from the play, but freedom within it. When you no longer defend a fragile image, you can afford to be spontaneous. You can afford to be wrong. You can afford to love. Then life begins to flow through you like a song. You act, but the action has no strain. It is like the Zen archer who does not shoot, it shoots. There is no doer left, only the doing. And in that doing, there is grace. Grace is the fragrance of awareness. Efficiency belongs to machines. Grace belongs to the awake. A tree does not try to grow, it grows. A cat does not try to pounce, it pounces. A river does not try to reach the sea, it dances toward it. And you do not have to try to be yourself, you already are. When you see this, seriousness collapses like a house of cards. You begin to laugh again, not out of irony, but out of innocence. And that laughter is not a reaction, it is revelation. You will see that even your failures were part of the dance, that even your pain was music, that even your tears were pearls born from the ocean of being. To live playfully is not to avoid depth, it is to embrace depth without drowning in it. It is to let the wave rise and fall without forgetting the sea beneath. In the East, they call this Leela the divine play. Existence is not a factory, it is theater, not a project, a celebration, not a duty, a dance. You are not here to prove anything to anyone. You are here because existence could not resist expressing you. Just as the rose opens because the sun is there, you are here because life desired to sing through you. There is no higher purpose. To live, to breathe, to love, to see, this is enough. The meaning is not behind life. The meaning is within it. It is in the fragrance of tea, in the rustle of leaves, in the touch of wind on your skin. It is in this moment, unadorned, unplanned, unrepeatable. When you understand this, you stop running, you start seeing, you stop preparing, you start living. The mind says, be serious. Awareness whispers, be sincere. Seriousness is heavy, sincerity is light. Seriousness creates tension, sincerity creates trust. Trust life. Throw the ball and don't run to fetch it. Let the current carry you. It knows the way. You are not a stranger in this universe. You are the universe looking at itself. Your eyes are not yours, they are windows through which existence watches its own beauty. Your heartbeat is not yours, it is the rhythm of the cosmic drum. Your breath is not yours, it is the wind playing in your lungs. You have never been separate. You have only dreamed separation. Wake up from that dream not by effort, but by relaxing into what already is. The more you try to reach, the more you miss. The more you let go, the more you arrive. You ask, how do I live this way? You don't. It is not a method, it is a recognition. You notice the moments when you are already free, when music stops your thoughts, when laughter forgets its reason, when you walk without direction and feel complete. In those moments, the dance is visible. The secret is not to create such moments, but to see that they are always here. Every breath is music, every heartbeat is rhythm, every glance is grace, and once you know this, you cannot be serious again, for seriousness is the shadow of sleep. You will work, love, and create, but all as part of the dance. You will fail and smile. You will succeed and smile, because now you know that both are steps in the same choreography. And when one day death comes, you will not resist. You will bow and say, beautiful, another step in the eternal dance. So, my beloved ones, do not seek to reach the end. The meaning is not in the last chord of the symphony, it is in the listening. Do not rush through the pages. Read slowly, taste every word. Do not wait for heaven, the sky is already open. The dance is now. The dancer is you, and you are the dance. Silence, just silence. That silence is the music of existence. Listen, you are home. That silence is not the end of the song, it is the pause through which the song breathes. In that silence, existence listens to itself. You have always been here. Even before birth, even after death, you are the space in which coming and going happen. But the mind does not understand space. It understands things, boundaries, objects, so it tries to fill the silence with noise to shape the formless into ideas. It builds goals, ideas, doctrines so it can feel secure within its own illusions. But silence has no walls, silence has wings, and when you are brave enough to let go of meaning, silence begins to sing. We think we are here to make sense of life, but life was never meant to be made sense of. It was meant to be felt, like fragrance, like wind through the grass, like rain on your face. You can study the rain and never be wet. You can measure the fragrance and never smell the rose. That is how we live, analyzing the dance instead of dancing. Existence does not ask you to understand, it invites you to participate. This participation is not effort, it is openness. When you stop resisting, when you stop insisting on how things should be, you begin to taste how things truly are. To live is to trust the unknown. To breathe is already to surrender. Each inhalation is a gift, each exhalation a letting go. You have been surrendering since the first cry after birth. You just forgot. The miracle is not that life can be understood. The miracle is that it can be lived without understanding. Watch the birds. Do they know where the wind will turn? Do they consult maps before flying? And yet, somehow, they arrive. Not by calculation, by alignment. The mind calculates, awareness aligns. The mind demands, awareness receives. The mind wants to control, awareness cooperates. This is the difference between the sleep of seriousness and the wakefulness of play. Play does not exclude suffering. Even a storm can be part of the dance. The lightning does not apologize to the sky. It flashes, and in that flash, the whole sky is illuminated. So do not try to erase your storms. Dance them, cry them, sing them. Let every emotion, fear, desire, sadness, joy become movement, expression, rhythm. Nothing in you is profane, only unconsciousness is profane. The moment you bring awareness, even anger, becomes holy fire. You see, the great mistake of mankind is not sin, it is forgetfulness. We forget that we are actors in an infinite play. We start believing the costume is our skin. We defend the role, protect the mask, polish the image, and in that polishing, we lose the face behind it. When you remember again that you are not the mask, you can play with total passion. You can cry, laugh, win, lose, yet remain untouched, because you know the stage is made of light, and when the light fades, you will still be here watching. When this remembrance deepens, something extraordinary happens. Work becomes meditation, speech becomes song, every gesture becomes grace. You begin to act but not to achieve. You act because acting is part of being. A flower blooms because blooming is its nature, not its ambition. You too can live that way, effortlessly, naturally, gracefully. Remember, grace is not taught. It appears when effort dissolves. When the dancer disappears, only the dance remains. Then there is no tension, no hesitation, only flow. Have you noticed how a child runs? Not toward anything, but because running is joy. The arms flail, the hair flies, the feet barely touch the ground. That innocence is what sages call enlightenment. Not achievement, but return. Return to your original simplicity. You cannot manufacture simplicity. You can only drop complexity. Complexity is borrowed, simplicity is born with you. And the most complex thing you carry is your seriousness. Seriousness divides life into sacred and ordinary, but existence makes no such division. For it, washing a cup and praying in a temple are the same act if both are done in awareness. Do not seek special moments. Every moment is special because it will never happen again. You will never breathe this same breath twice. You will never see this sky again in exactly this light. Every second is a visitation from eternity. Receive it nakedly, without interpretation. When you stop labeling, life becomes luminous. The leaf is not green, it is infinite shades of existence meeting the eye. The river is not water, it is a living mirror carrying the sky within it. Words reduce, silence reveals. This is why the wise speak less and see more. They have discovered that the truth does not live in explanations. Efficiency counts, grace feels. Efficiency finishes, grace flowers. Be graceful even in failure, especially in failure, because in failure your masks fall away and only truth remains. Look, the clouds drift across the valley, effortless, directionless. They do not rush toward enlightenment, they simply pass, and their passing paints beauty on the sky. You too are such a cloud here for a while, changing form, and when you dissolve, the sky of consciousness remains unbroken. Do not be afraid of dissolving. Death is only a return to the formless from which you came. The wave fears the shore because it thinks it will die, but when it touches the sand, it realizes it has always been the sea. This is how awakening happens, not through conquest, but through melting. Not by reaching somewhere new, but by realizing you were never anywhere else. The ego dreams of mountains to climb. The soul loves to sit by the river and watch reflections. The ego asks, "What should I do?" The soul whispers, "Nothing, just be." And being is not laziness, it is aliveness without motive. It is breathing without agenda. It is doing what the moment calls for, without the shadow of future or past. When the potter shapes clay, his hands move with purpose, but his heart is quiet. The clay teaches him the shape it wants to become. This is how existence works through you if you allow it. Do not be the sculptor, be the clay in the hands of the infinite. Then whatever form arises will carry perfection. For it will not come from you, it will come through you. And through this surrender, your life begins to glow. People will feel peace in your presence, not because you preach, but because you have stopped striving. When you stop striving, your very being becomes a sermon. Your silence becomes eloquent. Your laughter becomes prayer. Your tears become pearls of awareness. This is the real success of spirituality, to live without argument with what is, to move in rhythm with the cosmic pulse, to be so light that when the wind passes, you move with it and leave no trace. So let life dance you, let existence paint through you. You are not the painter, you are the canvas. You are not the actor, you are the stage itself. Everything that happens, happens in you. The stars burn, the rivers flow, the hearts beat, and all of it is you playing with yourself. Breathe and feel how everything is already happening. Even your effort to relax is not needed. Relaxation is the nature of being. It is your seriousness that makes it seem otherwise. The secret is so simple that the intellect cannot believe it. You are already what you seek. The dance has never stopped. You only closed your eyes. Now open them again gently. See how everything shines, not because you made it so, but because it has always been shining. When you open your eyes in this way, you see that nothing needs to be fixed. Existence is not broken, only our perception is. The clouds do not need straight lines, the sea does not need discipline, and the heart does not need commandments. Everything is already moving according to an unseen intelligence, the same intelligence that beats your heart and opens a flower in the dark. You may call it Tao, Dharma, God, or just life. The name does not matter. What matters is to feel it pulsing through you. When you feel it, you stop struggling against it. You begin to float. A fish does not learn to swim, water carries it. The bird does not practice the sky, the wind lifts its wings. In the same way, the awakened man does not practice living, he allows life to live through him. Every time you try to control, you tighten, and in that tightening, the music is lost. You can play the flute beautifully only when the fingers are relaxed. You can breathe deeply only when you are not afraid. This is why fear and control are the real enemies of love. Love is not a relationship, it is a state of being. It is the fragrance of trust. When you trust life, love naturally flowers not for a person but for existence itself. Then every tree becomes your beloved, every breath becomes a kiss. Do not try to love, allow love. Do not try to be spiritual, allow silence. Do not try to be good, allow awareness, and goodness will follow like a shadow. Once you see this, the fever of improvement cools down, the endless self criticism dissolves. You no longer wake up with the question, what must I become today? You wake up with the wonder, what will existence show me today? That wonder is prayer. The mind thinks prayer means asking, but real prayer is listening. Listening without demand, without agenda, without fear. It is sitting in the temple of this moment and hearing the hum of life itself. The hum is there beneath the ticking of clocks, beneath the noise of traffic, beneath the beating of your own heart. When you hear it, gratitude arises. Not gratitude to someone, but gratitude as a perfume. It has no object. It simply fills you because you are alive, because you can see, because breath still moves. Seriousness kills gratitude. It whispers that nothing is enough. It divides the world into sacred and profane, success and failure. But life is undivided. It dances on both feet. When you accept both light and dark, laughter and tears, you become whole. Wholeness is holiness. The saint and the sinner are both parts of you. Deny either and you will limp. Accept both and you will dance. You may ask, but how can I accept my darkness? Simply by seeing it. You do not need to justify it or fight it. Just hold it in awareness as you would hold a frightened child. Then even darkness becomes light. Awareness is the Sunday. It does not choose what to shine on. It shines on the palace and the prison alike. And wherever its light falls, transformation begins. So do not be in a hurry to change. Haste belongs to ambition. Awareness belongs to patience. Watch and let understanding ripen naturally, like fruit turning sweet in its own season. When the fruit is ready, it drops on its own. When you are ready, transformation happens on its own. People ask me, how can I reach enlightenment? And I tell them, by dropping the idea of reaching. The moment you stop running, you are already there. The goal was never ahead, it was beneath your feet. You are not on the path, you are the path. You are not walking toward the divine is walking as you. Each step, each breath is a meeting. Feel the wind touching your face right now. It is the universe greeting you. Feel the heartbeat in your chest. It is the rhythm of creation repeating, I am, I am. What more do you need to know? Knowledge belongs to the mind. Knowing belongs to being. Knowledge accumulates. Knowing dissolves. Knowledge makes you a scholar. Knowing makes you innocent again. Innocence is not ignorance. Ignorance says, I don't know and I must know. Innocence says, I don't know, and that is perfectly fine. Ignorance is anxious. Innocence is at ease. When you live in innocence, life takes care of itself. You do what needs to be done, not as a duty, but as play. You eat when hungry, sleep when tired, speak when words arise, remain silent when they don't. Nothing heroic, just naturalness, and that naturalness has an elegance no discipline can produce. Then even ordinary acts carry fragrance. The way you tie your shoes, the way you sip your tea, the way you smile, all radiate a quiet beauty. You have not become divine, you have simply stopped pretending to be anything else. The divine was never far away, it was hidden under your seriousness, waiting for a gap. When laughter opens that gap, it slips through like sunlight through a window. That is why sometimes, after deep laughter or deep love, you feel a sudden peace. The curtain of the mind has lifted for a moment. Do not chase those moments, honor them, bow to them. They are glimpses of your natural state. Soon you will discover that awareness is not something you practice for an hour a day. It is what you are. Even when you forget, awareness watches the forgetting. Even when you sleep, awareness dreams the dream. And when awareness becomes your flavor, life tastes different. Even bitterness has beauty. Even endings have music. You begin to live in rhythm with the total, not separate, not against, not above, simply in tune. When this tuning deepens, gratitude becomes celebration. You no longer thank existence, you dance with it. You no longer pray for life to be easy, you rejoice that it is alive. You no longer seek safety, you trust the adventure. This trust is not belief. Belief belongs to the frightened mind. Trust belongs to the fearless heart. Belief clings, trust lets go. Belief argues, trust sings. So sing even if your voice trembles. Laugh even if your eyes are wet. Dance even if you are falling. Because in truth, there is no fall. There is only the infinite motion of being finding new forms. When you understand this motion, fear disappears. Because fear is nothing but the belief that something can go wrong in existence. How can anything go wrong in the whole? A wave may rise and fall, but the ocean never loses itself. You too are such a wave, dancing for a little while, returning again into your depth. What is there to fear? Fear lives in the future. Life lives now. Fear imagines what might be lost. Life celebrates what is. Fear belongs to the mind. Life belongs to the heart. When you sink into the heart, fear evaporates like mist in the morning Sunday. The heart knows no goals. It beats not to arrive anywhere. It beats because beating is joy. And when you start living from the heart, life stops being a race. You begin to walk, to breathe, to move, as if eternity were not something far away, but something flowing in your veins this very moment. You see, the universe has no purpose, and that is its perfection. The trees do not grow for a reason. They grow because growth is their nature. The sun does not rise to give light, it rises because it cannot do otherwise. Existence expresses, not achieves, and in that expression, beauty is born. But man is clever, too clever. He says, "What is the meaning of it all?" And the question itself blinds him to the meaning that is already dancing before his eyes. He looks for the purpose of music instead of listening to the melody. He asks, "Why the rose?" Instead of smelling its perfume, he lives in the head and dies before the heart has even awakened. Remember, life is not serious. Seriousness is disease, playfulness is health. This does not mean you become careless. No, carelessness is unconsciousness. Playfulness is supreme awareness. In playfulness, you act totally, but you do not cling to the result. You pour yourself completely into the moment and then you let it go. That letting go is trust. To throw yourself into the dance knowing that you will disappear in the rhythm, that is trust. To dive into love knowing it will break your heart, that is trust. To live without demanding guarantees, that is trust. And when you trust, even your failures are fragrant. They are not defeats, they are steps in the great choreography of life. Every fall becomes a bow before existence. You have asked, how to live in this world and yet remain free? The answer is simple: live as if it were a play. Play your roles beautifully as a lover, as a parent, as a friend, as a stranger, but remember they are roles. Do not mistake the mask for the face. When the curtain falls, bow deeply and step off the stage. Do not carry yesterday's costume into today's dawn. This is the freedom of play, total involvement without identification. Then life becomes tremendously rich. You can be a beggar in the morning and a king by night. You can laugh, you can weep, you can fail, you can triumph, and through it all, you remain untouched. Because behind every mask, I am the watcher. And who is this watcher? Not someone sitting inside you. You are the watcher. There is no you apart from watching. The watcher is pure awareness, without name, without shape, without story. It is the space in which the world arises and dissolves like waves upon the sea. Sometimes, in deep meditation, you will feel this directly. Thoughts will slow, feelings will fade, and only presence will remain luminous, silent, infinite. Do not call it God, do not call it soul. All names disturb the purity of the experience. Just rest in it, and you will know you were never the dancer, you were the dance itself. When this realization dawns, gratitude becomes your natural fragrance. Not gratitude for something, but gratitude as being. You will thank the sky for raining, the stones for their stillness, the air for carrying your breath. You will thank even pain, because pain also teaches presence. And slowly, even prayer disappears because you and existence are no longer two. When the drop remembers it is ocean, what is there left to pray for? You still bow, but the bowing is no longer from need, it is from joy. You bow because beauty is too vast to contain. The heart must overflow somehow. This is the beauty of purposelessness. You begin to act without motive. You love without reason. You meditate without goal. You exist without justification. A bird does not justify its song. A tree does not justify its greenness. Existence never apologizes for being. Only man, lost in mind, feels the need to prove his right to live. Drop that nonsense. You are here because existence wants you here. That is enough. Now sit silently, sometimes not to achieve silence, but to remember it. Silence is your mother tongue. All other languages are borrowed. Silence is your own. In that silence, all opposites dissolve, life and death, good and bad, success and failure. Everything merges into a single pulsation, I am. And when you feel this pulse deeply, you laugh because the joke of existence is immense. You were searching for what was never lost. You were running after your own shadow. You were knocking at the door of your own home. And now the door is open and you realize it was never locked. So dance, sing, laugh with existence, cry with it too. When tears come, they are also sacred. Let the whole spectrum of life move through you. Be the flute through which the wind passes, not the player trying to control the tune. And when you are utterly empty, the tune becomes divine. That is enlightenment, not a crown upon your head, but a song in your heart. It is not an achievement, but a relaxation. Not an attainment, but a remembering. Remember, this very moment is the gate. Do not postpone joy for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a trick of the mind. Existence knows only now. If you can be present now totally, absolutely, nakedly, you have arrived, and the miracle is you never departed. You have been home all along, dreaming you were lost. Now awake. Awake and see the dance continuing. Awake and feel the laughter of existence around you. Awake and know you are not in the universe is in you.